Hey Livewires, Jess with Nourish for Life here, and I have two wonderful, fantastic guests with me, really close friends for years now. Years, and we're not going to count. This is Tom and Dawn Terwilliger, and we first were in each other's lives when we were just talking about auditioned to be, is audition the right word?
Applied. Tried out.
Interviewed for a personal training position with them at their gym. So these guys have done it all. Their life and passion is to help others and inspire healthy living with fitness, personal growth, mindset stuff that we're going to talk about. Tom is a former Mr. America and fitness competitor wife as well. They pretty much still look like it, wouldn't you agree? So I just would love to hear from them today as we're gonna bring their story to life, as well as maybe figure out how to get those workouts in no matter where you are. So tell us what you guys are up to these days. We have a career of fitness. And then the last several years, best-selling author, getting into the mindset here. Right now they're working on Max Mindset. Tell us what that is. What's going on?
Well, Dawn, maybe you can explain it even better than I can.
Well, Max Mindset is really getting into this headspace and understanding how we do our world. And that could be from whether it be fitness or your business or your relationships. And it really all starts up here, but that's a little work to get into that mindset. So we look at it from different channels, and we look at it from an entrepreneur space, we look at it from a relationship space, and we also look at it from a fitness space. And it all bleeds together. If you're not strong in the mindset, none of those things will make sense.
Agreed. And matter of fact, one of the things that we love to do, because we've been doing it for years, we know it works because we've worked on it for ourselves in terms of changing our mindsets. And the change in mindset could be any number of things, from moving away from what you were taught, what you were programmed to believe about money, for example, or about your physiology, or your health, or weight. Early on, listen, we were all given these programs. Nobody came out of the womb understanding exactly how to manage money, or even what money is for that matter. Where did we learn it? We learned it from our parents, we learned it from our siblings, we learned it from the people we respected and loved along the way, and they passed those blueprints on to us. If they don't serve us, then we have the ability to change that. So Dawn and I have worked on ourselves, and certainly clients, hundreds of clients, even thousands over the years, in changing those mindsets through the physiology. Connecting the mind through the body is such a critical component that we believe it's the first part. We call it body rapport. Create rapport with your body. You get into the unconscious mind, which is your body, and then you can start reactivating new programming. And
almost installing new programming at the same time.
Absolutely.
If you can follow the right programming, that leads you down the road to success.
So that's really what we've been doing. That's kind of what we've been very fortunate the last couple of years to be able to do that. And
go check them out. You're going to want to get your butt off the couch and make some stuff happen. So one of the things I would love to pick your brains about, you guys, are excuses. Did anybody get scared right there? So there's many reasons why we have excuses. A lot of them are fear-driven, maybe some laziness, who knows. But in this world, in our hearts, there are no excuses for what you want to get out of life, right? So let me pick your brains on your thoughts about no excuses. Your experience, whatnot.
Well, I certainly have coached in those areas, because when you coach individuals, whether in the entrepreneurial space or the fitness space or leadership space, whatever it might be, everyone, I got to tell you, every single person, don't think you're the only one who comes up with excuses, because CEOs at the top level, actors at the highest possible level, athletes at the highest possible level, find excuses for not doing what they want to do or what they need to do. It's easy.
It's easy to avoid what you really want, even though that's what you really want. But, there's always tomorrow. Wanting something bad enough, but finding a way to avoid it, maybe it's the pain versus pleasure thing that will go more towards pain in this case, to avoid the pleasure, because it might be an easier path. Trying to define excuses without using excuses.
We all get comfortable. You know that comfort zone we talk about, right?
Oh, yes.
Get comfortable. And I tell you what, man, I mean, working more and more with maturing adults in their 40s and in their 50s, because they've developed their lives around either their children or their businesses or their careers, they find a comfort zone. And it seems like an expanded comfort zone compared to some, certainly, but it's still a limiting box that they're in. And anytime there's an opportunity, I had this conversation with a client this morning who just got back from the Galapagos Islands.
Ah, what a place.
Oh, she was there with her friends, and they were on a 3-story boat. And one of the opportunities that they had, the captain said, hey, you know what? There's nobody else out here today. You guys could dive off the third story of the boat if you want. And she said that she was ready to go, but her friend was scared to death. Got up to that edge, looked down. I was like, oh my God, it seems so much higher. Why does it seem so much higher up here? You know what I mean? It's just water. But there it is. She's up, so she climbs over, and then she's like, I can't do this. I'm not going to do it. I can't do it. And she starts backing out. And her friend Jill is saying, that's okay. You can come back later. You can try a little bit later. You can do it. And easily could have found an excuse for not doing it. And finally she's like, oh, the hell with it. Just jumps.
Just do it. Not even
Just
taking
jump.
a second thought and just doing it.
And Jill, my client, said the only reason I did it after stepping out off of that ledge, onto that ledge, was because she did it first. And if she could do it, I can do it. She was scared to death as well. So excuses are ways of avoiding what we either need to do, want to do, or will expand our box, expand our comfort zone. And we find all sorts of excuses, even though they may be uncomfortable. Ways of avoiding what we either need to do, want to do, and should do, but are fearful of doing in some
And
respects.
that box is huge because most of us don't want to be outside of our comfort zone, right? So taking that step outside of our comfort box is scary. So let's talk about excuses when it comes to fitness. I'm sure you've heard it all.
Yeah, we've heard it. Well, you've heard it as well.
Yes, I have.
What's up, I mean, you've been a trainer,
Actually,
a coach,
I heard it in my brain
a mentor.
this morning.
Yeah.
I don't want to get up. The bed's so cozy.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's so easy.
So
not to do
easy.
it.
And that's just it. It's easy. And because it's easy, everybody does it.
Yeah.
It's the hard stuff that not everybody gets to, and that's those 1%ers that just cross over that line to get the job done.
Yeah. When you can avoid looking in the mirror and being dissatisfied, even unhappy or depressed with yourself, if you can avoid not feeling the aches and pains, if you can avoid not feeling tired and lethargic all the time, if you can avoid having to look down your belly and being disappointed, when there's such an easy solution, and I should say easy, but rather an accessible solution, why do we make excuses?
It's simple.
It is simple.
It's simple. It's not complicated,
Yeah.
right?
It's not.
But we've seen it over and over again, and yet this nation, we're sicker and fatter than ever, right? We're not moving. Everything's being done for us, so we're sedentary living. And I know that you guys are the same as me, is that we love working out. I can't go more than 2 days without a good sweat, or else I start to get cranky, right? How can we get people to get to that place, right?
Well,
to step over.
I say 2 words to think about is consistency and persistence.
Yeah.
If you can get those things in your habit every single day, that this is it. It's like the law. That you have to do these things, and being consistent with that one thing and persistent and not letting anything else get in the way, that's the enemy to
and
procrastination.
that's a key component. And even before that, however, I'm known for this bold statement, if you will, is that all achievement is based first on the strength of our will. Some people would argue with that. But the truth is, if we're going to achieve something great, it requires new habits, new behaviors, right? And to be able to create those new habits, it takes will. It doesn't happen. You're not going to just walk into the gym suddenly and love training. You might love the feeling that you get from it almost immediately.
After it's done.
But it's a challenge. It's tough. Even though it's simple to do, and it's so accessible, even here in this park, we're going to do a couple exercises here, really easy, just to show how quickly you can get a workout anywhere.
Hey, so
But if you can get yourself into the habit, and it could, listen, we've heard this before, 21 days to create a habit. Well, there's new science around that. It's more like 60 to 75 days, depending on the individual. So if you can stick with it, if you can exercise your will, if you can exercise your discipline, and make it a new habit over that 60 or 75 days, then all of a sudden you'll start to love it. You start to miss it. You miss a workout, you will miss it. I promise you that. But first, you're going to have to exercise your will. And by the way, the strengthening of that will happens. We call the gym, you might say. And the gym could be outdoors, it could be anything. Yeah. The strength of will proving ground. Which means not only does it require will to get in there and do it, but it builds will. It builds strength. And that's not something we have an infinite amount of. We have to develop it. We have to strengthen it. Just like our muscles, just like our minds, just like our spirits. Anything else needs strengthening. And the way you do that is to build new habits. So yeah, consistency and persistence, critical components. Those things will come, and those things will create the new habits that will allow you to, like Jess, just love it and miss it when you don't do it.
we're at the park. We're going to take advantage of these fitness buffs.
And we're gonna take
gurus.
Jessica
yeah.
through a
We're gonna show her.
playground workout.
Come on.
What do you say? Let's do it.
Do it.
Where do you want to begin?
Come on,
Where do you want to
first
begin?
up, I found something about the right height for me to do a step
There
up.
it is.
Okay. Those
Awesome.
arms. Knees up. You can add a little
Nice.
plyometrics to it. Okay. Use some scissors.
Come on,
Come
10
on.
more.
Come on.
10
Come on.
more.
Come on.
Come on.
Oh, now she's just showing off. An anywhere push-up, right off the side. It could be the bench. It could be a picnic table. Just hitting some push-ups. One leg.
Yeah.
Listen, you know, whether you can do a pull-up or you can't do a pull-up, the effort of trying to do a pull-up can make all the difference. So you grab a hold of rings like this. Suppose you can only pull this high. So what? You're still engaging muscles. Shh. Shh. If you can go all the way up, even better.
Woo!
There it is.
D raises.
Back to the side. Little pull-up action.
Love
Legs
it.
up.
Oh, that's a good one.
Woo!
Don't know. It's been a while.
Woo! Playground workout.
There it is.
There it is.
So you don't need equipment if you got sand. You could do some skates. Okay, work it through, push it through the sand. You can do some jump squats in the sand, right? Adds
10
that,
more. 10 more.
it adds that instability, works your core harder. You gotta have secure feet. Elbows back. 10 more. 10 more. Come on, playground workout. And don't forget the cardio piece. So let's say you're a mom watching your kids at the park. Hey, run around, keep your eye on them, but run around, shuffle around, do something to get that cardio up. What's going on back there? That's a wrap, Live Wires. We're so glad you could join us. We hope you're inspired to get outside your box, get outside, and get your workout in wherever you are. Thanks to Jess,
baby.
Dawn, and Tom. And what's next for you guys?
Awesome.
Nextmindset.com. Check us out. We've got lots of things going on. We're not so much on YouTube, but check us out on Facebook.
Yeah, we've got a great gift for you. Go to maxmindleanbody.com. Great gift. If you're over 40, you need these strategies to stay healthy, to stay young, to lose weight, and more importantly, to empower yourself. Check it out.